Ghostwire, are you excited, Boss Tanuki? Because we're about to find all the friends. All of them. That's right. We're doing Tanukis tonight. It's Tanuki night. However, we should also upgrade our skills. We have 3 Magatama and 45 points. Why don't... Let's see. Why don't you use Magatama here? And why don't I do that with the water weaving? There we go. Got more shots for water weaving. My weapons are almost maxed out. Alright. How many do we need? Tanuki-wise, I'm saying. It might be something like 20. It might be that. Hello. So we've got quite a few. So I have not gotten many of them as we have been going around the map. Let me take a look at... I made some notes for myself on where we should be looking. I'm going to go here. Now, cats can give you hints. They... Oh, running away? Ah, I see. Ow. I have to say, cats can give you hints as to where Tanukis are located. What about this cat? Oh, this is Erica's cat. We did talk to this cat. Another way to find Tanukis is that you can pray at shrines. Sometimes they will let you pray to find out where Tanukis are located. Or sometimes you just got to explore and look for items that have tails where maybe those items shouldn't be. This is the point that I was going to. Let me just take a look at my notes. See what I am looking for. This is a phone booth. Phone booths are normal. They're things that we see all over the place. Nothing strange about that one. Oh, hold on. I heard a meow. I heard a meow. What is that?
How's that?
What is it? Marbles, small spherical glass baubles made to be flicked and to strike against. Marbles are kind of funny when you describe them like that. In terms of function, what are marbles exactly? So where I want to look is pretty sure. Where we are is just about where I want to look. This is usable, right? It is. I don't have any... Gotta shoot. Well, no, I don't have any because I've been using my thing, so I don't have to use phone booths.
Out of my way!
Hey. Spirits up there. I mean, we have to... There, I can't quite jump up there. I mean, when we see spirits, we got to get the spirits. It's just... That's how it works, you know? We know that's how it works. Also, getting a higher viewpoint. Ah. Hold on a second. Well, phone booths are normal things, but maybe we see a phone booth that doesn't look like it's quite where it's supposed to be. Let's make a phone call. Trying to blend in with the scenery, but he doesn't know where a phone booth should be. That was his fatal mistake. Okay, so that... Hold on, I just got to access my notes. Phone booth Tanuki. The most northern one I have listed down here. Now, next one I'm looking for is going to be around... It's going to be near that. What a strange place for an office chair. Maybe I should take it and use it for my streaming setup. Why are the humans trying to sit on him? It's like we have a kink or something here. A Tanuki kink. Blue Purse Tanuki can shapeshift, but maybe doesn't quite understand what the purpose is of that form, as it's quite puzzled as to why everyone was sitting on it. Let's see. Next thing we want is going to be around there. Jump on that. There we go. Spirit's up there, though.
Some real work to save them all.
We're not saving them all, Akito. Just we're saving the convenient ones. Oh, hey, it's the hoarder's house. Remember the hoarder? He had all that garbage. He didn't want to go to the afterlife because he was hoarding so much. All right, let's see. What am I looking for here? Something that stands out as maybe something that shouldn't be here. Maybe it has a tail. You know, these Tanuki, they're never actually going to find each other. If they just stay... Oh, it's a ghost parade. Well, if it's here, like, I'm not going hunting for these things. But if the ghost parade is going to come to me, I might as well.
I'm alive. We gotta fight. I know. Come at me then. Stronger than ever. Don't give up! It's not that bad! That should be the last. Ah, made it back. I tell you, this sure gets old.
Well, yes, there are quite a few of those parades. I mean, we haven't done all of them either. I mean, if we wanted to take a look at that. Yaku, we got 7,976 souls out of 15,000. So we've gotten a little over half the souls that you could get from the Yaku. Let's see. Tanuki. We were looking for those Tanuks. I'm looking for objects that don't look quite right. And maybe have a tail. Oh, why are there just souls hanging out here?
Now to ferry them out.
Maybe I just ran by them previously. Maybe didn't. I don't know. Hello, cat. This cat does want to be petted. I like how the music stopped just for that. Hmm? Oh. Cat knows. Up there? Not that. Is there a sign up? Yeah, there is. There's a sign up here that should not be here. That's not pointing at anything. Gray Scarf was keeping it low key. Let's correct. There is no shop here. Oh, butts. I don't think I've heard butts used as an expletive. Oh, butts. Let's see. Next thing we're looking for is around here. Whoop, that's hazardous fog.
I always seem to straighten up near police boxes.
Because you're up to no good.
I didn't say that.
But it's probably true. Alright, so someone over there, but they're kind of far away. Alright, what are we looking for? What stands out as something that shouldn't be here? I mean, it's always possible there could be things on roofs. Just like with that, that vending machine looks like it's not lined up like the others. Mm-hmm. The boss is looking. Where have you been? Well, here, obviously. Humans kept coming up and giving you the coins. What did you do with the coins? Just stared at them. Got the Tanuki hardiness charm. What is that charm? The Tanuki don't strike me as being especially hard. And it's not beads, I guess. It's a charm. Is it clothes? No. Or maybe it's an item that Nekomata would want. That's possible. Game keeps telling me to get on the motorcycle, but the game knows that I can't do that. Not until we get all these Tanukis. Ah, actually, we already have one here on the map. I must have gotten this from praying, because there is an icon that says, hey, there's one right here. Hello, school children. Oh. Hello, how are we doing? Why are we telling him to be quiet? We never ask him to be quiet. Can't get up there. Hello, everyone. Get over there, because we need to get on the top of this.
It's go time, KK!
Well, I mean, yes, it's go time in the idea that I'm running away. I am going. That is correct. There are some spirits down there. Suck them up. So this doesn't even fit here. Why would this thing be here? That was a terrible disguise. Hello, elliptical leaf Tanuki. He did kind of stick out a little bit. I do like how the disguises for a bunch of the Tanuki are things that make sense for them to be there, but there's something wrong with them because the Tanuki don't actually understand why they're there. Like the phone booth. The phone booth was nearby where a phone booth would be, but it just wasn't actually in a place where a phone booth would actually be. But the Tanuki doesn't understand that. He doesn't know why a phone booth would be there or why someone would need it. Or how that vending machine wasn't quite lined up with the other ones. The next thing we're looking for is about there. They're great shapeshifters. They can camouflage themselves as anything. They just might not be entirely aware as to what the things they're turning them into do or why they're there. They can turn into them. So what I'm looking for here should be around this location somewhere. Ah. This doesn't make any sense, Tanuki. Why are you a giant cup of noodles? They don't exist in that size. Green necklace Tanuki. What kind of day have you had? Minding their own business as an ordinary cup of noodles, but the humans were chasing him all over the place. I mean, yes, I understand why the humans were chasing you. They wanted to get that giant cup of noodles. It was a bad thing, a bad choice to disguise yourself as that, Tanuki. You don't want attention. Don't disguise yourself as food. A little too far away, I guess. To do some tenguing.
We can still save more.
Yeah, there is something there.
What's this?
Shuriken, bladed projectiles made famous by their ninja wielders. Oh, I think Japanophile Tanuki would be very interested in that. Something over there? What is that? No, just some food. All right. What are we looking for next? We got the cup of noodles Tanuki. Let's see. The next one that is on my list here. Checking the notes. Let's see. I think what I want is here. So this one, well, might as well get her while we're up here before she turns around. What we're getting over here is actually not a Tanuki, but an audio log that I didn't get. A recording left behind by Ed. All right, let's have a listen to it.
Ed speaking. If you're hearing this, it can only mean that our operation has failed. If anyone is left alive, you must employ Plan B with all due haste. I'll explain the particulars. The first bit's the same as before. Find our target and dispose of him. But you also have a second equally essential task. You must collect the city's wandering spirits. Our target's plan calls for scores of them. If we're able to get to them first, that's as plans rinse. We'll be standing by on the outside waiting for you to ferry any spirits you find out to us. On a related note, Bill just bought loads of crickets for some reason. He claims it's custom in Japan to eat them before a big typhoon hits. It's not exactly a typhoon we're dealing with, but I suppose it is a disaster of a sort.
So I would assume that you're intended to find this early on in the game. So what we've been doing in the game has been Plan B. That they prepared for in case Hanya actually succeeded in doing what he was trying to do. He does say that when we send out the spirits, that he and Dale will ferry them. Still not entirely sure what they're doing with the spirits, but they're doing something with them. Doing something. They're getting them out of here somehow. Now, as far as Tanukis go, conveniently, there should be one around here. Well, there's something that looks a little odd in that alley. Hey, Kat, you have anything to say about that? Did that goof really turn himself into a Tory gate? It looks like he did. The cat is telling us that, but if we saw that, it'd be pretty clear there's something wrong with this. What is the... There's a small gate right here in this alley. White Flower Tanuki is glad to see us. I'm the first one to visit. I mean, everyone else is gone, so... Alright, and off he goes. And off we go to find our next point, which is... bathhouse. Like, well, it's not the bathhouse, but it's like around at the bathhouse. Actually, is it in the bathhouse? See, what I'm looking for next, once again, is not a Tanuki, but rather it's going to be another audio log. We did go into the bathhouse in... Was it the first side quest? The first side quest might have been the bathhouse. Maybe there was an audio log in there that I missed. This is the early game area, where I passed by these trees because I didn't have weapons yet, so I couldn't do anything with them. Wait, actually... Oh no, there's an audio log in... This is KK's safe house from the beginning of the game. There was an audio log in the phone booth next to this. Have I seen any visitors? Asks Ed. Let's take a listen to that.
Ed speaking. Running into all those visitors got you under the cosh?
Under the what?
Soon there'll be even more of them. So I'd suggest you get used to it. Visitors are amalgamations of negativity. Negative emotions form a sort of corruption, if you will. Mix that with ether and out pops a shiny new visitor. Their forms seem to stem from the collective unconscious. Men in suits, school children. These are common sights in the modern age. In bygone ages, I'm certain they looked like samurai, ninja, even geisha. The name visitor itself actually has a rather literal meaning behind it as well. They come from another plane of existence to, as the name suggests, pay a visit to our own. I wonder whether their plane was more comfortable than the one that brought Dale and myself here.
I do like the idea that the music is Akito's own internal soundtrack turning up as Ed goes on about it. And also, clearly, you were supposed to find this very early on in the game, as they're telling us some basic information about visitors and what they are and what they want. Alright, so let's see. We got the audio log that was right here. A little off from the point I had, but that is the one I was looking for. And I think the next Tanuki is going to be... Oh, hello. So visitors come from the collective unconscious. You know, the morphogenetic field, the noosphere. It's a popular concept for monsters to come from. All kinds of supernatural things come from there. We all think about things hard enough, don't they have to become true? Oh, there's a tree up there. Look at this tree with these big veiny things coming down there. Let's go get that tree. Hey. Someone from the ground, I guess, did that. Alright, let's see. Next thing that I'm looking for. Just looking at my notes. Just remind myself what sort of object we might be trying to keep an eye on. Or perhaps notice if there's a cat around. That might give us a useful clue. Oh, I can't jump on that. There's also the possibility of things I'm looking for are going to be on a roof instead of on the ground, as has happened. Could probably jump over that, but I can't really, like, grab on it. Whoops. Let's see. Get around that. Alright. Well, not much to look at on this roof. So if that's the case, it's probably not on this roof. Doesn't mean it can't be on other roofs. Ah. Well, it's conspicuous, but I mean, no one's gonna see it up here. There's a tree over there. Hello. Hello, green furoshiki tanuki. Got split up from the pals. Just hid out here, relaxed, waited for someone to come by. Tanuki statue was not subtle, but he wanted to be found. Just been waiting a while. I have been taking my time. That is certainly the case.
Gonna be some real work to save them all.
We're not saving them all. We're saving what's convenient, and that doesn't mean all. So many birds flying around this. I'm actually not sure why. This isn't the suicide building. That was another building entirely. Maybe this was a previous side quest building, possibly? Seeing a lot of trees on roofs around here for some reason. Got an achievement. Oh, my level is max? I didn't know you could have max level. Wow, I've not nearly gotten all of the souls, and I've gotten max level. I mean, I guess from there, you'd be getting spirit points so you can upgrade your skill tree. But you're not getting additional, hit points and such on top of that. There's another tree over there. Jump up there, but there are spirits up there. Oh, there we go. Gonna be late for work, he says. All right. Oh, still another woman's spirit. Oh, over there. Oh, over there. And there too. Maybe I just didn't do a whole lot of spirit searching in this particular part of the map, considering how jam-packed it is. I mean, a lot of the part of the map are jam-packed, but this one seems more so, than a lot of the areas as they are now. Yep. Ha. All right. Anyway, spirits. So, but can't think about spirits right now. What we got to think about are Tanuki. Let's see. Just reorienting myself on the map to see where we need to go. The last thing we got was the statue, right? The statue, which was right there. I think what I want to look for right now is right... No, not... No. Didn't want to do that. I wanted to mark that. Pretty sure.
Now to ferry him out.
Going to another phone booth. Because there should be an audio log. Whoop, another audio log that I didn't get. Right here. On the use of Mecha. He's going to talk to us about this supernatural money.
Ed speaking. I imagine you've gotten hold of some Mecha by now. It's difficult to conclude whether Mecha is entirely analogous to money in our world. Nonetheless, yokai do seem rather keen on it. Mortals can even use Mecha to barter with them. One must wonder what use they have for it. Do they have need of an economy? I suppose, as the saying goes, money talks. Perhaps even in the underworld, or so it would appear.
Well, at least the cats do. The cats really want it. Doesn't seem like the other visitors care so much. It's only really the Nekomata, but they really want it. I don't know what they do with it. The next point that we need is around somewhere there, to the south. I mean, the Nekomata can talk. They talk to us. We could just ask them, why do they want Mecha? What do they do with it? We don't. I'm sure Ed would appreciate it if we did ask them that. He would be very curious. Getting close to some hazardous fog. Alright, so the one I want... Tanuki. Should be around here somewhere. Alright. Enough of that. Let's... Once again, we are looking for something
Stay out of my way.
that... Please. I am attempting to find a Tanuki. Tanukis will be late to the Tanuki party. If you keep interrupting me, it's stopping me from looking for these Tanuks. course, I do get distracted easily enough.
Come at me then!
But we cannot be distracted. We must keep our eyes on the prize. And that prize, they're Tanukis. Of course, there's always the possibility that what we're looking for could be on a roof. You need to remember that. So, I mean, forget about hazardous fog. Whoop.
Can't survive this!
About to say, forget about fog. They just have a plain old barrier here. They're just telling you, no, this is the edge of the map. You're not going any further. I'm looking from above. Can I see anything? It looks like it shouldn't be there.
We can still save more.
I know, Akito. There's always more. Oh, hey, cat. I don't suppose you may have seen something unusual around here. Where did the humans go? Cats are confused about it. Cats know humans are gone, but they don't know where they went. I guess they don't know that humans are the ghosts. Or maybe they cannot see the ghosts. Unclear. I think this is the tallest building in this little area that we're in right now. I'm not seeing anything unusual, but I do have it marked down that what we're looking for is around here. Probably not in the middle of the street, because they usually aren't. Usually they're off to the side a little bit. Out of the way. Where people might not notice. There's more spirits over there, obviously.
It's like Cat Central.
Just the thought gives me chills.
That bad?
It's an area that we haven't been in? I mean, we're like at the end of the game. How is it that there's a district I haven't stepped foot in?
If you can't avoid the hit.
Can't be in the hazardous fog. Bring that map back up. Seemed like what we were looking for was around like this particular bit right here. It's not doesn't necessarily mean that's exactly where it's going to be, but just in that area. Conspicuous ladder. Not really that often that you see just a ladder on the side of a building. Aside from the main story bits where you have to climb a ladder. I don't see anything unusual up here. It could be possible that maybe this part of the city we're in, maybe there was a main quest part here, which is why there's the ladders. Talked to this cat already. Would have preferred it if the cat had something to tell us about the Tanuki.
Need store once. Long.
Yeah, it's right here. Is there anything that I might want to buy right now?
Swanky is the right word.
Swanky is a pretty good word. Oh yeah, I do need some arrows. There we go.
All stocked up now.
This Tanuki does seem a bit better hidden than most of the ones that we've been doing so far. I do not see anything particular that's standing out that shouldn't be there. Unless maybe the Tanuki is just hiding in plain sight. Sometimes that's the oh. Well, it did take a bit. I guess you wouldn't be able to see this from the ground level. You would have to come up to the rooftops to get this. Thought he'd be safe. He was pretty well hidden. This bright wall of light would make it impossible for anyone to find him. He would hide in hiding in the light, hiding in plain sight. But I was sent by the boss. The boss wouldn't just send any old human. Okay. That one definitely took the longest for me to notice. The next one, see, it's around, where would I say that is? It's more like that, I think. According to my notes, anyway. Alright, well, that's the direction of Tokyo Tower. We can see the Solnado over there in the distance. It's very vague. Alright, all aboard on the boat.
Let's do this! Yeah.
He must be getting nervous by now.
Saying he must be getting nervous because Hanya's plan involves him needing enough souls to be able to actually do a thing. How many souls is that? We don't know. But, I mean, if it was an issue, you'd think we would have gotten enough by now. We have gotten so many.
You're on top of it, kid.
So the point I marked was here. We are on an overpass, however. So it could be below me. Hazardous fog over there. It is on the overpass. There's not too many places it could be. Shouldn't be difficult to find. But there is an item up here. Senzu, a portable paper fan attached to a wooden frame that can be compactly folded up. I would expect Japanophile Nakamata would want that as well. Might not be above here. Might be below. Like, I have it marked down as around there. So let's go below, down here. Okay, yeah. Why would a vending machine just be out on its own in the middle of the road like this? Cars screaming by left and right. Too scared to move. The traffic was too much. Couldn't get out. It has gotten pretty quiet. Something happened? Oh, Yellow Scarf Tanuki is out of the loop on this. Alright, next one I have marked down as actually being around this location. Looks like there's also an item to pick up there. Well, here comes a ghost parade. Running into a whole bunch of them. I barely encountered any of them throughout most of this game.
Brace yourself out, go. Find our way out. Yeah.
Um. Well, might as well give him one of these.
That actually wasn't so bad.
Yeah, well, at least one of us thinks so.
Yeah, the ghost parades have not been that big of a deal. Right, but Tanukis. Cannot forget about Tanukis. Let's see. This one actually is a pretty good disguise. See, this Tanuki is blending in. It's just that, you know, they mostly don't have moving tails. Hop on the Tanuki Express if you dare. Come on, sit on me. I dares you. I have seen the boss. All the guys got separated. I'm not the usual butthead human. Yeah, I'm already on a mission. Been on a mission for a while. That was pretty early on, but we're only getting around to it now. Oh man, just occurred to me. What if a Tanuki disguised itself as a porta potty? That would be a very big mistake. I mean, it's entirely possible. The Tanukis don't seem to be entirely aware of the functions of the things that they transform into. It's not impossible. Alright, the next one, let's see. Where are we going? Oh, actually, there's an item around here, it says.
Oh, what's this?
Looks like an abacus. It's a Sarabon, a type of calculator that requires no electricity. Makes a nice clacky sound when used. The clacky sound is very important. It's the entire charm of the whole thing. So now, what we want to do... Yeah, there's like a construction site over here, I think. This sign looks like it's something that should be here. But maybe there might be a sign. It looks like it's... Not exactly in a place where it should be. Yes, like maybe this sign. Sign that's right next to a sign that's exactly like it. Hello, armored Tanuki. Yes, we can see the epic struggle that the Tanuki must have been in. I'm sorry we missed that battle. Would have been a sight to see. The next one... marked down as being around here.
My friend finally came back.
Oh, I never actually talked to this guy. That was from a previous side quest. He gave us a side quest to go find a friend who never came back from going down into the basement of this building. That was because the door was blocked by a very rude yokai. Well, I'm glad we talked to that guy so we could let him know. Like, the side quest still... Oh, side quest still counted as over. Doesn't seem like there's actually a reason to go talk to the person who gave it to you. But, you know, it's nice to get some closure. I have it marked down as being around here. So once again, we look for something that seems like it shouldn't be here. Well, this is probably a little bit better hidden than most of the Tanukis. It doesn't really stand out as, oh, that's strange. But, you know, it's got the tail. Hello, pink furoshiki Tanuki. This is all the plant life up in those mountains. This is the mountain life. Something just feels off here, though. But the boss is waiting. Could have plopped myself down up on a hill instead of waiting for someone to come by for it. Hello, Netscape Collector Nakamata. I don't know if I have anything new for you. We'll find out. No, it doesn't seem so. Sorry about that. Guess I didn't find anything that that one was looking for. Alright, but what we're looking for, of course, is more Tanuki. I have something marked up here. So I have it as somewhere here. It looks like somewhere here is a graveyard. Are we looking for some spooky Tanuki?
Wonder what this is.
Well, it's not a Tanuki, but I am grave robbing, an incense burner, a device that emits an aroma. I mean, that's just rude, Akito. Just rude to walk by someone's grave and there's something on it. Yoink! What's this? Weird. I guess I'll take it. I don't see the Tanuki in the graveyard. I do have it marked down as being somewhat this way. Anything down there? I don't think so. I have to say someone meowing? Yes, Nekomata across the street. Do I have anything you want? Antique Nekomata? I think I have some antiques. I think so. Yeah, I've got a couple. The incense burn, I just robbed a grave. There, enjoy that. And I have an in-row. Meow to you. Yes, very, very meow. Somewhere in this general vicinity. There's also rooftops. Oh, I remember that. Yes, indeed. Did someone leave you food? I guess it makes sense. Just waiting for people to just give him food. I think he had a nice racket going on here. All right. Well, we got him. All right. So next, I have as... Let's see. Looks like I have it listed down as being around there. Still, as far as the disguises go, not a bad idea. You're going to be waiting for the boss to come find you. You're going to need to get some food to eat, so why not disguise yourself as something that will get the humans to give you that food? Have it as being somewhere around here. Oh, but there's actually...
There's a strange woman. Maybe a Rokurokubi.
Strange woman. It's like a tentacle with a head on it, KK.
trying to lure us. Don't fall for it. It's a yokai.
Oh. Well, that's convenient. And that's not the Tanuki. It is a Tanuki statue. This is an actual Tanuki statue. It is not a Tanuki disguised as a Tanuki statue. Thank you for leading me to that.
There's nowhere left for you to hide.
I mean, you can't blame it from hiding from us.
We need to borrow your power.
We don't need to. Like, honestly, we don't need to do that. But I will use it. Let's see. What do I want to do? I have 45 points. Hey, I might as well max out my weapons. Okay, Ethereal Weaving now completely maxed out.
I feel like I could take on the world.
Or at least some headless students.
Some real work to save them all.
We're not saving them all, Akito. I keep telling you this. Only saving who we come across. Okay, so as far as... It looks like that the point I put down is on top of a building. I don't know if what we're looking for is on top of a building. At least when I put a point down on the map, it interpreted me as putting it on a building. I mean, we could go up a building and see if we can find anything. Ah, well, it was on top of a building. It's red necklace Tanuki. Yahaha, human. Track down the fuzzheads. Yeah, there aren't nearly as many humans. It's like I'm kind of the only one. Place has had bad vibes for days. I guess you could call it that. All right. Another Tanuki. Next thing that we're looking for. Check the map once again. I think what we're looking for is going to be there. All right. We're doing it. We're making it happen. A lot of Tanukis to find. And a lot of map to go over, but, you know, we've almost made a complete circuit of the map. Like, the idea is we started at the point where we will finish. At the shrine where the Tanukis meet. So we're doing basically a clockwise circle around the map to get these sweet, sweet Tanuks that we didn't get. Can't get there that way. Of course, the difference between getting the ghosts that we've been getting so far and the Tanukis is that we have not been sucking the Tanukis. I do not want to hear any implications that we have been sucking Tanukis. That has not been happening. phone booth because there is an audio log here. The Fluidity of Spirits, a recording left by Ed where he discusses crystallized ether. So the ammo that we pick up. Talk about it.
Crystallized ether could be considered energy that stems from the underworld. Its manifestation, however, pertains to how that world connects to our own. When living creatures meet their end, a particular sort of energy is released. Their spirit begins a transition. Specifically, a journey from our world to the afterlife. When this occurs, crystallized ether is created. It could be a sort of byproduct of that transitive process. I imagine Shibuya must be rife with the stuff by now. Now, at present, the transition typically only happens in one direction. That is, from our mortal world to the underworld. However, if it is merely a matter of which way the energy flows, reversing it would be possible. Hypothetically. Yet the fact that our enemy is actually attempting this goes beyond the pale. But that is what he is. He cannot be reasoned with.
I mean, no one's really given compelling reasons as to why we have to stop him. I mean, sure, he didn't ask for anyone's consent about sacrificing them to destroy the barrier between life and death. He didn't do that, and that's bad. But if it's, you know, we keep talking about how crazy he is and how insane that he wants to do it, but it's not really. We're not really talking about what would it be like if he won. All right, you know, what if he wins and he did this? What would life be like for us? What would the world look like? We're not really all that clear on that, I think. I think maybe we should give him a bit of a chance. To just, you know, hey.
Don't give up. It's not that bad.
You know, I'm sure there's probably plenty of us for whom maybe our own personal situations would be better. Under Hanya's plan. Another phone booth. Because there is another audio log here. A flavor worth dying for? I want to hear Ed talk about food.
Ed speaking. I have a question for you, purely out of curiosity. How does spectral food taste? Does it have taste at all? My research has shown it to be merely a particular form of crystallized ether. One that can be consumed and, as you know, can potentially bestow a variety of effects. On top of that, it's quite portable, ideal for a picnic. The real puzzler is why it exists at all. Now, I can only speculate, but crystallized ether is energy that exists as the inverse of matter in our realm. Thus, spectral food could be the inverse of the food we typically consume. Perhaps in the underworld there exists an inverse of those soba stands you're so fond of. Not that I blame you, soba's quite healthy.
I mean, the discussion about why does underworld food exist does seem like something that Ed might be interested in. But of course, Akito and KK are all business. They have no time. They have no time to speculate about these things. They are men of action. They have action to do. Manly men with the hot blood who are passionate about action. That's who they are.
This hero thing is hard work.
And we're now at another phone booth because, yes, another audio log. I mean, if I had not been using the beads that just sent the spirits directly away, I'm sure I would have been coming across a lot of these. I haven't actually needed to use the phone booths is the thing. City of Corruption.
Ed speaking. No matter where one is, they'll always find variegated ideas pertaining to psychological and religious impurity.
Variegated?
For example, a house where an occupant dies being seen as unlucky. However, in Japan, the notion of corruption takes a peculiar form. Perhaps this is because it is in some way rooted in daily life. So ingrained that people hardly notice. And so it grows and festers unbeknownst to many. If he is truly attempting to connect Shibuya and the underworld, then all the corruption that has gone unnoticed will come bursting forth. This in turn will spawn huge numbers of visitors. In a way, you could say that it'll lift the veil on the real Tokyo.
Yeah, I do wonder about that whole concept of corruption. It's come up a whole lot in this game. Like, it doesn't really get explained or anything. It's just KK will mention corruption, like, we just know what that is. Look at all this corruption. We have to clean it out. All right, I guess we do. I'm not going to doubt you about that. Like, here's corruption right here. Look how corrupted this is. I'm walking in the corruption. You don't want to get that ghost corruption all over you. You'll never get it out. You're gonna have to sell those clothes. Well, fight right now. All right, let's do the fight. Let's do a fight. Right, so wasn't here for a fight. I was here because, let me just check a thing. Now, I want, my notes have something around here. Once again, looking for something that maybe shouldn't be there. This box is moving a little bit. Oh, look at this clever Tanuki. The Tanuki hid his tail on the inside. He knew that was the clue. It's green purse Tanuki. The rattling around did give him away. I mean, it was, like I said, it was a more clever disguise, since the tail was on the inside, and that's something that no one else does. The next one I have is listed as around there. I like how every time we leave the map screen and go back to the game, the main quest text is large, and then it goes back to its normal size. It's like it's kind of yelling at me, "Get on the motorcycle," repeatedly. Just, please get the motorcycle. Did you forget the motorcycle? Please get on it. Just get on the motorcycle. But no, we are not getting on the motorcycle. Not until all of these Tanukis have been found.
We can still save more.
I mean, yes, there will always be more because we're not getting all of them, which means there have to always be more. There's a Nekomata close by. I guess we might as well see if we have anything that the Nekomata might want. Oh, there you are. Hello, archaeology, Nekomata. We do have a Haniwa. We did have one thing. Oh. Well, we've seen this before. This is nothing new. Polka dot Furoshiki Tanuki. We've seen that trick. Well, the boss wants you. You better go. I'm pretty nice for a human. I'm one of the good ones. Let's see. And then it looks like that there actually is another one pretty close by. I do like how we can just parkour over barbed wire like it's no big deal. Oh, I didn't get this statue. It's more water ammo.
Found religion, huh?
Times like this? Yeah. I used to play ball in times like this.
Yeah, I just remember smoking them.
Whoa, as a kid?
No, as an adult.
I KK was covering. We know he was a bad child.
It's showtime, KK.
All right. Have one marked down.
Work there.
Well, this isn't Juggernaut. We don't have a juvenile body to change into to go through the small door. So, Red Scarf Tanuki, what are you even thinking? It was out of the way, but that was more conspicuous than just not transforming into anything. If anyone saw that tiny door, they would ask, what is that tiny door? Why is that door so tiny? Why is it there? You're not thinking. You're not thinking. And I have one marked right there. Hello, cat. No pets.
Seems like you're getting more used to animals.
Okay, so the cat does mention that there is a weird door. This cat does tell us about that. I like the ghost star that we're seeing on walls in this area. So there are some buildings. So what we're looking for might be on the ground, or it might be up there. And just take a circuit around on the ground to see if we find anything. Oh? Yeah, we've seen this before. This is not original. Red Maple Tanuki. And we did get an achievement for that because, hey, guess what? That's all the Tanukis. That is every Tanuki. We are full of Tanuki. We have achieved 100% Tanuki status.
We have to find the others out there.
We found all the Tanuki, and here is a statue. That's some more wind ammo.
All right.
Don't let us down, little guy.
All right, so, yep, okay. The final side quest has now appeared on the map since we have now gotten all the Tanukis. We need to report back to Boss Tanuki. So we are heading there. And on the way there, there is one final audio log for us to pick up. Well, I shouldn't say one final, because the final audio log is in Chapter 5, the next chapter. But I mean the last audio log that we can find here in the open world. Thought I saw a yokai waving at us, but maybe I didn't. Oh.
You okay?
Did we get too far away from where she usually is? Did she respawn back at her normal point? I think that might be what happened there. All right, Ed, what do you have to tell us? The affinity. Tell us about the affinity.
KK, like yourself, there are others out there who are highly resonant with crystallized ether. We in the field refer to this as having affinity. Those with affinity can absorb ether and wield it as an effective bludgeon against visitors. Now, as to how individuals like yourself do these things, I'm afraid I know considerably less. I'm still investigating. We are quite lucky that people like yourself allow us to fight back against those who would put their affinity to more nefarious uses. Returning to the matter at hand, I tested the blood sample you provided. Your blood shows abnormal AST, ALT, and GGT levels. I would advise cutting back on the smoking and drinking. Beyond that, nothing stood out. You could be healthier, but on the whole, you appear an ordinary man, despite your affinity.
It appears the affinity cannot be measured through midichlorians. Alright, we're heading to the shrine. But only a special few people are actually able to do this thing. So just not just anyone can do this. AK can and Hanya can. But Hanya is using his affinity for no good. Alright. Here's where we started from an hour and 45 minutes ago. As we took on the quest to find the Tanukis. And that quest has now been completed. There's only one thing left to do, and that's talk to the boss. There it is. Hello, boss. What do you think? Ferreted out the whole darn crew. I would never let him down. Coming to work for yours truly? I mean, we just did a job. We can't work permanently for Boss Tanuki. It would interfere with our life plans. And that is the final side quest. We received an achievement. 100% side quests completed. And for the Tanuki side quest, the longest side quest of the game, what was the reward? What could we have possibly have gotten for that? Well, you saw what it said. We got the Tanuki outfit. 100% worth it. Never sacrifice cuteness for bespoke style. And so now that we are Tanuki'd up, we are ready to go into the end game. So, the one thing left to do in Chapter 4 is to get on the motorcycle, as has been telling me for a while now. When we do that, we are entering Chapter 5, which means we leave the open world, and we head into some linear story parts for the end of Ghostwire Tokyo, and you better believe we're going to be confronting Hanya in this Tanuki costume. He will see the face of his demise, the face of true death, and that is the face of it. We will be getting on the motorcycle next time, satisfied with the knowledge that Akito and KK have become friends of the Tanukis. Tanuki friend. you might say. It's a bond they'll have after the adventure is over. A bond that can never break. See you next time.